I want to welcome you to another episode of Be Informed. The statements on this talk show are that of opinions more than the facts. We do not own the rights to this music, but I am Brian T, radio personality, and I do own the rights to play this music. So once again, welcome you to another episode of Be Informed.
Okay, thank you, Brian. Delana, what are we going to be talking about? Family getting together on holidays. What would you say?
Today we're just gonna be discussing moral compass and what is moral compass and how do we apply it to our life.
Okay, and what I know about that is that most families get together. They may call it a family reunion, or it might just be a holiday. But they just get to sit around and talk gibberish on everything, on family, what family was doing, what they was raised doing, talk about elders and different people in the family and what they did. Basically testimonial. That's what a lot of families get together to do, give testimony about their life and whatnot. What do you, Keisha, think about this family getting together, and what's your thing on it?
Family getting together is always a good thing. Plus, it's been missing for years. So I think it's good when people can always come back together and either have a reunion or however they may get together. It's nice. We have a nice vibe.
Okay. Brian had a little episode with family coming to him after she died. Let him know about her baby. Brian, you want to say anything on that?
It's been a while, about 16 years ago. My deceased sister came to me while I was driving home in my car, and I was going through the episode where I was about to lose my wife, and I was basically going crazy. And so I guess she took it upon herself to come to me and try to calm me down. I think it was. She came to me in my car and she told me that she seen my daughter. My daughter wasn't born at that time. My daughter was like 3 months away from coming into this world. And when she came to me and said she seen my daughter, and that made me pull over. And then when I pulled over and I looked back on the passenger side, she was gone. And so that's when I rode on home. I had a wife at the time, and I went home and told my wife about it, and I don't think she believed me, so I just kept it to myself all these years until I told my other sister, Janice. And now she's
Yeah.
bringing it out. Bringing
And
it out.
guess what? That's not the only testimony of somebody from the past or the dead that came. Our auntie, Aunt Omega, her daughter got shot and killed. And she came back from the dead and told her mama who killed her. So, and then those people ended up going to jail because she went to the jailhouse and told the people that she had got a tip on who killed her. And the people investigated the tip, and the people gave themselves up and may still be in jail today. But you know how that is. They let people they do crimes out. So, but when you get together, you talk about different stuff like that, or other stuff, when you get together with family. And like you and Delana, you and Keisha, y'all ain't good on the afterlife people coming back, right? Go ahead and keep Delana and get your thing on that.
Yeah, no, I don't really have a stance on it. Like, I don't know if people. I really don't believe it though. I don't believe that people can come back. I believe that once you dead, you dead. So I don't really have
Yeah.
too much of like a. I don't have experience with it. I haven't really. I mean, I hear people talk about it, but then in some cases, like on movies, you'll see it, and it'd be like demons and stuff. So I don't really know if people. I don't understand why, if you're gone somewhere for eternity, why you would be able to come back. You know what I mean? So I don't really believe it like that. But that's just me.
Yeah, and Keisha, you go ahead and talk about. Remember, Keisha, me and one of your fiancés was talking about Samuel being brought back from the dead. Keisha, you recall that?
I don't know who you said mentioned that, but the Bible does mention Samuel coming back. I believe that that is part demonic when they had to go to a witch to bring a soul back. I don't recall any accounts where God brought any of the dead back. Um, Outside of those that
he literally brought back when Jesus came back from the grave, and the graves were open, and then people were walking the earth in the flesh.
What are you talking about? Jesus himself brought Lazarus back from the dead. Well, of course, he came back in human form.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They came back in human form. I don't recall any accounts that they came back spiritually, but I do know that people will come back in their angels because God has messengers. He has workers for these type of things that He needs to get off to people. And most of the time, people when they have those kind of encounters, they're usually going through a traumatic experience, and so they feel comforted when a loved one or friend or someone like that comes back in a form. But I do believe that's God's way of sending His messenger to the people so they can be comforted at the time. But that's just my belief on it. Um, as far as biblically, yeah,
Well,
that's my
Keith, I don't know if you remember, that was years ago, but that was JJ and me. We was into it because y'all don't. I believe the Bible literally. The Bible literally said that witch got angry at Saul for tricking her that he was Saul, because Saul got rid of all of the witches. But she literally said, and the Bible literally said that she see a mantle of God on Saul, on this entity that was coming up. And then Samuel literally said, "Why y'all brought me up?" And then he literally told Saul, yeah, you're going to die, because Saul wanted to talk to Samuel because Samuel always gave him future prophecy. So then Samuel told him, yeah, you're going to die. You're going to be with me tomorrow because you're going to die on that war field. And so to me, witches stuff, they don't tell the truth. They'll tell you a little lie with the truth, but they don't tell truth. We already know the devil has already been proven. He fake you out. He don't tell you no whole truth. He'll give you a little bit, but he don't really do that. So I truly believe that the Bible would have said it was a demon or angel or whatever. But for me, I believe the Bible literally, and the Bible literally said that she brought up Samuel. And Samuel said, "Why did you bring him up?" So, because the thing is, the demon to me wouldn't say, "Why did you bring me up?"
Witches use demonic sources and powers. So you also have to remember what the witches use. They don't have God.
I'm not talking about what the witch do. I'm talking about what the Bible said. I don't care what the witch do. I'm talking about what the Bible said. The Bible said that the things that Samuel told Saul. The Bible didn't say that the demon told Saul. The Bible said that Samuel told Saul he was going to be with him the next day. The Bible didn't say that the demon faked like he was a prophet and told the truth and told Samuel, yeah, you're going to be dead tomorrow when you go to war. It didn't say that. It could have said it. It said Bible always tell us who faking out, who talking crazy.
Exactly. Just like it told us that the witch brought him up.
And so you trying to say that the witch can't bring up something? You really don't know.
I said she brought it up with the powers.
Exactly. She brought him up, but that don't mean she didn't have no power to do that.
The powers that they get are from demonic sources.
I don't care if it was a demonic source. If it brought up the real thing, it brought up the real thing, because the Bible said that Samuel said. It didn't say that the demon said it.
It does.
And
it matter what sources that you use. Now I know you
okay. Like again, Keith, them is your opinion. I'm gonna bring on something else that you don't go with, because me and Bino, we go to the Latter-day Saint Church, and in their book, okay, they literally tell you that a dead person came and talked to Joseph Smith. And that's how Joseph Smith started that church. Okay. So then, therefore, you got 10 billions or better Mormons out there that believe a dead person told Joseph Smith where to get these plates to write the Book of Mormon. And that dead person was called Moroni. So before I even got in the church, I had already believed that, because I was just telling you, Keisha, that my daddy told me when I was young and we was in the house and the ghost was coming through the door, the basement door, because you had to turn the knob to open the door. If there wasn't no door you can open. You had to turn the knob to open the door. And I asked my daddy, we sitting there at the kitchen table, like, why is that basement door opening itself and closing it? Because that's one thing, if the door, wind opened it, but why the wind closed it? Okay, and then my daddy told me, we talking family reunion stuff. My daddy told me, Hank's girl, don't be scared of no Hank. I had a Hank slap me across the face when I rode my bike down to the railroad track. Okay, so these things, every family don't believe, but it is family out there that sit around and talk about, yeah, so and so died and came back to so and so. It's family talk sometimes. Different stuff, they might not use, like we were talking Bible stuff. They might not use what we talk about with Mormon stuff, but they talk about their past and what their family did and what their family believe, and they get together on holidays like what we on today and talk about family stuff and what family did. And my family, Keisha, your family talk different stuff, but we ain't bringing them on right now. But my family talked about, it's not no big deal to talk about Hanks. It's not no big deal to believe in ghosts. But, everybody, different family do different stuff as we go through different generations. Different generations ain't heard what we sit around and talked about. But now y'all hearing it. You might not hear it, or you might have laughed about it when I was talking about it when you was younger. So, Brian, what further did you hear on it from family?
What part I hear on what? What are you saying?
I don't know. I don't think you really heard too much on it because you were the youngest one.
That's right. I really haven't heard anything about the Hanks and Ghost until the little episode that I went through with my sister.
Right.
I didn't know about no ghost. I haven't heard nothing about no ghost. I've been seeing a lot of it on TV, good movies and demon movies, and that one good ghost movie is called Ghost with Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze. Yeah, so.
But see, what Delana was saying was that, a lot of the Hollywood series of movies be going into too much demon and demonic stuff. So first thing she think that anything that have anything to do with ghosts is demonic. But yet Jesus in the Bible was walking on water, and his disciples, first thing they said, look like it's a ghost. So they must have been thinking it was a ghost. They must have had some teaching on ghosts, because they literally thought that Jesus, when he was walking on the ghost, when they first saw him, they said that's a spirit. They didn't want to believe it was Jesus. But
yeah, not people was walking.
Well, go ahead, Delana.
Back then.
Go ahead, Delana.
That was me. I said not too many people was walking on water back then. So yeah, they but initially thought that was.
I'm saying that. Well, but why would they say, "Oh, what is that walking on water"? They didn't say that. They said, "Oh, look like it's a spirit."
Yeah, because what man on earth was walking on water? Nobody.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, why would anybody say spirit unless people believe that spirits was existing?
Well, yeah, especially back in the beginning of time, they were very much more spiritually inclined than we are. Much more intelligent.
Right. So, but that Catholics don't have no problems with that. That's why a lot of their scary movies is scary, because they really believe in that, like Delana said, demonic stuff. They was the first one.
This either. I believe that spirits that God put souls in, the bodies there, those are souls and spirits, but I don't believe in ghosts. I believe you either got God spirits or demonic spirits.
Right. And then Jesus showed when no demonic spirit, regardless of what the people thought when they saw him.
He wasn't a ghost.
Well, look, I'm gonna share that. I literally thought I had felt my sister in the car with me, and I don't know. I mean, not my sister, my daughter. Bino, the one had the sister. I recently thought my daughter was in the car with me coming back from church last week. So, I felt the presence, but it was a calm and peace presence. And my daughter, when she was alive, she always gave me that feeling. So she always gave me the calm and peace feeling. She didn't give me like some people are real excited, and you could just tell their presence. And the thing is that I don't believe that demons can fake out peace. I mean, they can fake out. The Bible said they can fake out a form of light. They will come to you as a form of light, but I didn't see no light. I felt a peace, and I don't feel peace at all in these days and times. I don't feel no peace. but I literally felt the peace, and I thought it was my daughter. So for me, I believe in ghosts. I believe in spirits, and I believe that the dead can't come back. Of course, I can't be a Mormon without believing that, because Mormons believe in the Book of Mormon, and we know how Joseph Smith got it. We got it from a ghost, a male ghost with a name, and he used to have a life.
So what sense would your other children bring back to you? What would you think of if we came?
Well, I had the same experience with my sister. What do you mean, children? If y'all come back, it wouldn't be no different. Phil, when she died, when I went into her house.
You said
What?
Precious was peaceful. You said Phil was tugging on you like she always did.
Yeah, she was always about that fun and game. She was pulling my leg up to make me fall. So after she died and we went into her house, but me and her had that pact though, where we was like, do something so we'll know that everything's cool on the other side. And she was pulling my leg up and pulling my leg up and pulling my leg up. So with y'all, I don't think that y'all, Keisha, if you or Buddha, I don't think y'all would want to follow that direction. I don't think, regardless, I don't think y'all will follow that direction because you don't believe it on earth. So I think that when you die, you have a direction to do things. Like Phil always wanted to, work with children. She liked the kids. And then look, the next thing she do is tell Bino after she did about his child.
This is the topic. We were talking about ghosts today. On some of you people that believe in them, some of you have a discrepancy about them. They do not believe in them. Well, I can say that by being a Mormon, I have to believe. I do believe in ghosts. I believe that was my sister that came to me and calmed me down because, like I said, at that time I was going through a whole lot of stuff that was driving me crazy, and she must have seen it, and she came to me and told me that, hey, I seen your daughter, and it calmed me. I really believe that was her. So on this topic of talking about the family, hey, we would love to hear your inputs on it. So please comment on anything that we spoke. Once again, remember, this Be Informed program is that of opinions and not of facts. And we do not own the rights to this music, but I am radio personality DJ Brian T, and I do own the rights to play this music. We'd like to thank you. Once again, we would like you to comment your thoughts about our program. All the things that going down.